In the headlines, APC presidential primaries set to hold as President Buhari meets with Advisory Council. President Buhari condemns all war killings as Ondo State Governor vows to hunt down perpetrators. Many abducted as bandits attack at Anna village. And on the foreign scene, 9 killed, dozens wounded in 3 mass shootings across the U.S. Hello and welcome to Trust News Update. I'm Darshan Hussaina Usman. And now the news in detail. President Muhammadu Buhari has continued with consultations that would cut down the number of presidential aspirants ahead of the party's special national convention on Tuesday. The president met Sunday night with members of the National Advisory Council of the APC at State House, Abuja. He expressed confidence that the ruling party was on its way to winning its 3rd straight victory since 2015. Kehinde Amodu reports.
It's the 3rd nocturnal meeting in as many days, showing that the stakes are high in this last gasp race towards the ruling party's presidential primaries on Tuesday. Though the president is sounding confident, the signs for the ruling party are not good. Given the level of acrimony in the run-up, it is doubtful that the party will go into the primaries as one house. The president is quite clear on this.
My charge and appeal to you, all of you, therefore, is to reach out to your various spheres of influence to actively promote the spirit of consultation and consensus building so that a formidable candidate for the 2023 presidential elections would emerge from the convention. Our citizens do not expect less from us.
The APC leadership recognizes the need to intensify consultations so as to reduce the number of aspirants ahead of the convention. But it is easier said than done.
In the circumstances, in order to prevent any post-convention acrimonies and also reduce noticeable anxiety among members on the possible outcome of the process, the party leadership has recommended the intensification of consultation and consensus building to reduce the number of aspirants as we approach the convention, which commences tomorrow, the 6th of June 2022.
Members of the Advisory Council are unanimous that with hard work and a united front, the APC will win the 2023 presidential polls. But who will step down for who? It seems the ruling party has run out of time, unless it can pull a rabbit out of the hat before Tuesday. Kehinde Amodu, Trust TV News, Abuja.
Preparations of the 2022 All Progressives Congress presidential primaries are at an advanced stage. Trust TV's Shafiu Suleiman was at the Eagle Square venue of the party's national gathering. Here's his update.
Preparation has reached advanced stage here at the Eagle Square venue for the APC 2022 Special Convention, a convention that is expected to produce the nation's ruling party's flag bearer for the 2023 presidential election. You can see behind me various activities taking place, from those creating the podium and the polling booths to those laying the red carpets, and to those that are saddled the responsibility of decorating the various stands, including the VIP stand, where President and other key personalities within the APC will be seated. Here is one of the members of the organizing committee who will be talking to us and sharing some of the preparations ahead of the convention. What exactly is going to be different this time around looking at this national convention?
Well, this time around it's going to be a convention that's well planned, obviously. It's going to be peaceful, it's going to be secure, and this time around people will actually enjoy the atmosphere. We're looking to not just come here and elect the candidate for the All Progressive Congress, but also have some sort of fun fair where everyone is happy to actually network and meet fellow party members, and also tell Nigerians that the All Progressive Party is a people-oriented party and a party that is, looking forward to a successful convention. One thing I can assure you is the fact that the aspirants are ready. They're all qualified. I mean, these are qualified aspirants, and they're all ready to go for it. Whether it's going to be a consensus or whether the delegates are coming here to vote, or they're actually coming here to affirm a candidate that's been agreed to, whatever it is, Nigerians actually want to see that happen, and we're quite glad and we're quite sure that that will happen without any hassle at all.
Okay, this is from the horse's mouth, one of the members of the organizing committee, giving us his perspective with regards to the preparation ahead of the National Convention. One thing is clear, Nigerians are going to witness a top-notch party convention, but then with regards to whether we're going to have a consensus candidate or it's going to be an open contest, that is left to be seen. From the Eagle Square here in Abuja, Nigeria's capital, Shafiu Suleiman, Trust TV News.
Ahead of its primary elections, New Nigeria People's Party said arrangements have been concluded to conduct its first gubernatorial primaries in Katsina. With 3 aspirants contesting for the seat, only one will emerge victorious. The vice chairman of NNPP Katsina State Chapter, Daura Kurfi, said they are confident the party will replace the 2 major political parties. Jamil Mabai has more.
New Nigeria's People's Party, NNPP, have concluded arrangements for tomorrow's primary election. The new party believed their primary election will be bribery-free and fair.
Well, we are on high spirit and all preparations are on top gear for tomorrow's primary election. We have 3 contestants, 3 aspirants, aspiring for the seat of governorship. And the party is well prepared, and the delegates and the party officials are all ready. We are hoping to have a rancor-free convention, a bribery-free convention. Ours is not a convention where the highest bidder takes the day. We are hoping to produce credible people.
The party has received 2 serving House of Representative members from the All Progressive People Congress. He described the 2 major political parties as a cult-like party.
Yeah, NNPP is already a force to reckon with. We have already received 2 serving members in the House of Representatives to the NNPP. What this means is that these 2 so-called major political parties have turned themselves into cult-like organizations. They have turned themselves into a sort of a private company or a private liability company.
One of the aspirants, Engineer Noura Khalil, a one-time flag bearer of All Nigeria's People's Party, promised to reposition governance in Katsina State.
But I believe for our own party, it's going to be different because what you have, like minds, who are tired of what is happening in PDP, APC, who are the major parties, and are looking for viable alternative. So I believe what will happen tomorrow will be that our delegates will really look at competence, experience, to decide on who to elect. Well, for Katsina State, I think 2 or 3 issues will be of priority. First and foremost will be the security of life and property issue. I think the next thing will be for us, to build a foundation for a sustainable state in terms of development and also internally generated revenue. Well, I think I have been tried and trusted as well. I don't want to blow my trumpet, but over time, I believe my credentials speaks very well for me. You recall in 2003, I came second after Moro Musa Yar'Adua, even though we know very well that we actually won the election.
Jamila Mabai, Trust TV News, Katsina.
Away from politics, President Muhammadu Buhari has condemned the heinous killing on Sunday of worshippers at the St. Francis Catholic Church in Owo, Ondo State. A statement by President's spokesman, Femi Adesina, quotes him saying that only fiends from the nether region could have received or conceived and carried out such a dastardly act. The president, however, vowed that the country would never give in to evil and wicked people, stressing that Nigeria would eventually win. Commiserating with families of the dead, President Buhari directed emergency agencies to swing into action and bring succor to the wounded. Meanwhile, Governor Rotimi Akeredolu of Ondo State has assured residents of the state that the government would hunt down assailants that attacked and killed worshippers of St. Francis Catholic Church Owo on Sunday. This is contained in a statement by Mr. Richard Olatunde, the Chief Press Secretary to the Governor, on Sunday in Akure. The governor, who expressed shock at the incident, condoled with people of Owo, especially families of victims of the attack. Akeredolu enjoined the people to be calm and sensitive, asking them not to engage in any act that could complicate the crisis. Similarly, Vice President Yemi Osinbajo has decried the killings of worshippers at the St. Francis Catholic Church, Owalalua Street, Owo, Ondo State on Sunday. The Vice President, in a post on his Twitter handle, expressed grief over the incident and described it as a senseless massacre. He condoled with families who lost loved ones in the attack. Still on the Ondo explosion, Governor Yahaya Bello of Kogi State is calling for urgent and effective efforts to nab perpetrators. A statement by his Chief Press Secretary, Mohammed Onogu, on Sunday says the governor was deeply saddened by the incident. Bello also sent his condolences to the families of those who have lost loved ones in the incident, particularly the Catholic family and the entire Christian fold. Governor Bello noted that the time has come to make more effective local security architecture in enhancing intelligence gathering and providing safety measures in rural areas. In the same vein, Governor David Umahi of Ebonyi State has condemned Sunday's bloody attack on a worship center in Owo, Ondo State. A statement signed by Mr. Francis Nwaze, the Special Assistant to the Governor on Media and Publicity, described the incident as sacrilegious. Umahi, who is also the chairman of the Southeast Governors Forum, called on security agencies to rise to the occasion by apprehending the bandits. The governor also prayed to God to grant the deceased rest in his bosom and that the hoodlums meet their Waterloo. Former Anambra State Governor Peter Obi, via his Twitter handle, also urged all Nigerians to rise up to prevent a few people from setting the country ablaze. He stressed that all hands must be on deck, even if it required everyone entering the forest. You're watching Trust News Update. Still ahead. Defying the odds to acquire education. Do stay with us. Thanks for staying with us and welcome back. let's take a look at some of our top stories. We told you that APC presidential primary is set to hold as President Buhari meets with Advisory Council. President Buhari condemns all war killings as Ondo State Governor vows to hunt down perpetrators. Still in the news, bandits on Saturday attacked Kwadi community in Jibia local government area of Katsina State, abducted many villagers and left many others injured. Reports say the attackers were on a reprisal mission following the arrest of their members on Friday by security agents. A resident of Farfaru told Daily Trust that the terrorists who attacked around 3 p.m. abducted at least 30 residents, including women and children. He added that security operatives who arrived later were able to chase the attackers out of the area. Katsina State Police spokesman SP Gambo Isa confirmed the incident but did not provide details. Chief of Army Staff Farouk Yahaya has urged retired officers to be worthy ambassadors of the Nigerian Army as they live their lives outside the military. Yahaya stated this in Maiduguri at a send-off dinner to honor 8 retired officers. The report.
My Malari Cantonment Officers' Mess was a colorful sight to behold as senior officers, friends and families as well as their spouses gathered to honor 8 retired officers of 7th Division for their active years in combat and service. It was fun and entertainment for guests as they were thrilled with cultural dance and comedy.
Like, wow, this woman is so beautiful. I can't see one short man, you get big belly, the man come past and say, and then we all those sugar daddy, and then they follow these people. I don't say my wife. I don't say the man a general for army.
The Chief of Army Staff, represented by the Theatre Commander of Operation Hatinkai, Major General Christopher Musa, charged the retired officers to be worthy ambassadors of the Army, which is ready to benefit from their wealth of experience in the fight against terrorism in the Northeast.
I implore you all to fulfill your obligations, even as retired officers, towards defending the territorial integrity of Nigeria, as espoused in your oath of allegiance. I also urge you all to shun all forms of misconduct or actions capable of bringing the Army to disrepute in retirement. The Chief Officer of Administration remains committed to enhancing the welfare of all retired discharged personnel within the powers of his office.
Please note, the life in retirement is not entirely rosy. Some challenges you may face as retired personnel include the issue of your health, finances, and security. A one-time very vibrant and energetic, highly motivated gentleman is now asked to relax. I urge you all to keep fit at all times, be wary of any business venture you intend to pursue, and above all, be very vigilant about your security and that of your family.
Education is a foundation for the development and progress of any society. It is a basis upon which the whole building of human development stands. In this feature, Zainab Bala tells the story of domestic servants who have chosen to defy the odds to acquire education. Let's take a look.
Instead of to be looking at the children, I don't mind my age. I'm 20.
When I left village, I don't enter school. That's why my dad just took me to here. I'm entering school.
Sometimes I'll feel like I'm going back to my village, but because I want to do school, that's why I'm still here.
Something that I cannot do now, I'm trying to do.
These young girls are between the ages of 16 and 25, and this is the average university days or perhaps secondary school. But life is different for them, and so they have taken the bull by its horn to be in the same class with these younger kids.
My challenge is the people that I'm staying with. Not like they are bad to me, but I have to wake up in the morning, 5 o'clock, do have choice. Before 5, do have choice, bath the children. Before dressing up for my own, I will be coming to school late, but when I get to school, people will be asking me what happened. I'll say this is my challenge. Sometimes when I wake up, I'll sit down. I should drop the school or I should continue. So I have to pick the challenge. I don't mind when I wake up or I don't know how to read and write. Gradually, I will know how to read and write.
Some people, they tell me I'm too big for class. I say no, because it's not school, that's not age. So that's what I'm telling them. So they say, oh, it's good. If you are serious for something, you go do for life.
Sometimes I'm feeling my parent, my daddy just have enough of problem for in life. Sometimes I'll be feeling like, say, I'm going back to village to stay with my dad. I will feel like, let me do school so that I can feel help my parents.
All of them are outside, and if we didn't go down and help them from the roots, their guardian may decide to do away with them and they will not gain anything from their guidance. So that is why we take it upon ourselves to make sure we go down and bring them up, so that even the guardian will be happy, the children will be happy in time to come.
The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency says no fewer than 11 members of the trafficking syndicates have been arrested in connection with peddling of illicit drugs in Abuja and Lagos. Besides the 11 suspects, a 35-year-old physically challenged lady, Kasarachi Onumajuru, who hides under her condition to deal drugs in Umudomano community in Imo State, was also arrested. The report.
First on the list of those arrested in connection to seizures at the two airports is Ofochima Chiolobi, who had on Friday 20th May attempted to export to Dubai, UAE, 200 blocks of cannabis sativa weighing 30.20 kilograms concealed in 40 sacks of bitter leaf through the Sako Export Shade, a cargo wing of the Murtala Mohammed International Airport, Ikeja, Lagos. Statement by the Director, Media and Advocacy, Femi Babafemi, saying on the same day, 10 cartons of carts with gross weight of 354.600 kilograms were also seized at the Nakon import shade of the airport. The statement noted that the following day, Saturday 21st May, a freight agent, Roland Orinami, was arrested by the NDLEA operatives attached to the local wing of Lagos Airport with 1.90 kilograms of loud, a variant of cannabis, factory packed in some bottles while trying to send via flight to Abuja. He said a follow-up operation in Abuja led to the arrest of a taxi driver, Instik Evans, sent to collect the consignment. His confession also led to the arrest of the actual owner, Adesanya Olakunle Isaac, at his house in Life Camp area of Abuja. Adesanya, who claimed to be into information technology, accepted ownership of the seized drug, which he said was meant for an upcoming birthday party of his friends. Babafemi also informed that on Tuesday, 24th May, another freight agent, Moshood Aziz Olaide, was arrested at Nako Export Shade of MMIA when presenting a cargo containing psychotropic substances heading to Dubai. The illegal consignment, he said, was packed into other items such as card drinks, liquid bitters, and other non-controlled drugs.
Away from Nigeria, at least 9 people have been killed and 24 others wounded after shootings in 3 cities in the United States. The shootings on Saturday night and Sunday morning were the latest outbreaks of gun violence that have left legislators scrambling to tackle the crisis. In Philadelphia, a confrontation between 2 men on Saturday night escalated into a gunfire that sprayed bullets into a crowded bar and restaurant district, killing 3 people, wounding 12, and setting off panic as people tried to flee, police said. Similarly, a shooting broke out after midnight near a bar in Chattanooga, Tennessee, killing 3 and wounding 14. In yet another shooting in the early hours of Sunday, 3 people were killed and 2 were wounded in Saginaw, Michigan. And with this, we've come to the end of Trust News Update. Don't forget to follow us across all our social media platforms. I'm Dashan Husseina Usman. Thanks for watching.